So for better or worse, this whole channel is run off this Samsung Tab S11 Ultra. Now, of course, I just mean like the video editing, video producing, all that kind of stuff. I use Nikon cameras, DJI cameras to do the actual capturing of the video. But when it comes to sort of putting it all together, doing all of the production side of stuff, it's all done on this Android tablet here. And I've done a couple of videos on this channel about that in the past sort of 9 months or so. So that's about how long I've been doing stuff on this device. And for the most part, it goes well. But I'm always on the lookout for something to make things better, because there are some drawbacks. So my primary software that I'm using is LumaFusion. So this is a video I'm going to be editing at the moment, and it's just about should we enable 24 megapixels or not. And to do this, you know, it took a couple of different things where I have one project which is putting the stuff together, the different pieces of video that I take, then I export that, put it into InShot, trim down the timings, then I'll come into my new project where then I'm now going to add in all of the B-roll, I'm going to trim down even further, all that kind of stuff. This is where the true edit sort of comes together, and LumaFusion is my primary piece of software for it. And there's some good things about LumaFusion. You can, if you want to, edit off USB SSDs. You can edit off SD cards, all that kind of stuff, and it's pretty good. But I'm primarily editing off the SD card. InShot also allows you to edit off the SD card, and I'm going somewhere with this. So every so often on my channel, because I'm talking about this sort of stuff, someone will come in and they'll give me a little tip. Like, for example, CapCutPad has launched on Android. And I thought this could be promising, so let's just go into this project here. And the main reason I felt it's good promising is, as you can see at the bottom of the screen here, it's a proper timeline where we've got multiple layers. We can split and edit clips. I can use my touchpad to sort of go through here. Now, Ctrl+B will split the track as well. I suppose you'd have to confirm which tracks you want to split, but that means straight away keyboard shortcuts work. It means we've got a multi-track editor, so straight away it's a LumaFusion competitor. And I've been having some issues on some of the more complex projects. As an example, this isn't even a complex project. So if you were to look at this timeline, this is not a complex timeline. It has some B-roll, and there are numerous different clips in here, and there's rotations applied. Some of these have got effects added to them, not very many of them though. There's audio ducking, there's music in the background. But one of the problems is the B-roll I'm using here has not been optimized in any way, shape or form. It's the raw sort of video file size. Some of these are like 30 gigabyte files. And LumaFusion has some problems in terms of the performance on this. And I might do a second video, because I don't want this to be too long, talking about this, because there is a option. So what I do want to try at some point is, if you hit this optimize button here, what does it do? So if you want to see a video on that, get subscribed. I'll dig into it in more detail in a couple of weeks' time. Let's go back to looking at CapCutPad, because there's a real problem with this application, which means I'm not going to move to it now, but I might move to it for a specific reason or in specific scenarios. And that is, so these images here, so it's the same file. This file is quite big. So it's an 18-minute file. It's a 4K file anyway. This file is actually located on the SD card. But if we go to the app info and we go to the storage, you can see here that there's 17.5 gig of data, because CapCut didn't import the file at its location. It copied it into the internal storage, and that's a problem. So if I have a look here at my tablet storage, so I got a 256 gig tablet because I intended to use things like this NVMe drive, the SSD. I didn't intend to use the internal storage to store video, because, you know, if you want to buy a terabyte of storage, it costs a lot to get it internally in the device. Of course, it's faster, but that I made a choice at the time that means this is now a problem. Because if I want to edit one of these projects, so that, for example, the 24 megapixel Z Fold 8 camera test is coming out later this week, currently has 21 gig of files involved in it. If Z Fold 8 first impressions, that was a 78.8 gig. So if I'm working on multiple things at a time, so how big is my project folder currently that I'm working with? And it's, it's 783 gig. So I've got a lot of video files in there. I need to move some of these off to my backup location. So straight away, I've got so much data in here that I can't actually work on multiple projects simultaneously. So that means right now I can't use CapCutPad, but as an example, I have 57 gig of video from when I went to the Lake District, and I was thinking of making a video about it. It's going to take some time, and I'm really worried that LumaFusion is going to just fall apart if I try and edit in that. Now, do I allocate, looking at my storage, if I could clear up some space and I could make 56 gig free on the main storage and edit that one large thing in CapCutPad? I might try that just for one of these projects, just to see what the video editor's like. But I got excited for a moment when I first opened it and saw that it was a multi-track editor. But I'm afraid it's because of the way that I work, and I have potentially multiple projects on the go at any point in time. I'm afraid I'm going to have to stick to LumaFusion. And I'm also worried that the optimized feature is going to create optimized media. Where's it going to create it? Probably in a cache folder in LumaFusion. So where is that cache folder located? And I don't see any settings. So yeah, just a quick video here, just talking about. So I'd be really interested to see if somewhere out there is someone using CapCutPad as their main video editor, and whether they know of a way to use external storage without it copying it into the internal storage. You know, ideally, if there's a way to get using the NVMe SSD, that would be the best. But failing that, if there is just a way to use the SD card without it taking up internal storage, I just don't want to spend a lot of time learning in a new video editor if it's not going to be any good. So that's it for this week's video. I've got a couple of in real life things coming up over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to try and keep to the 2 videos a week. The wife says I should calm down a bit and maybe just get it to 1 video a week, and I might do that depending on how I feel about it. Hope you found this interesting. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.